Sometimes people walk into our store wanting to know everything about all of the guitar teachers there before they choose a teacher that they would that they think might be the best fit for them. And the issue there is I have to tell them a little bit about each teacher and what styles that person teaches, and I also need to find out from the prospective student what it is they really want to learn and what they're hoping to do as their guitar and musical career evolves, because you can go lots of different directions, and it's really important to find a teacher that has the tools and expertise, knowledge to help you become as good a guitar player as you can, especially in the direction and genre that you decide you want to go. So when I talk to students about different guitar teachers, I say, we have this one guy that his specialty is jazz and classical, and then we have somebody else who does blues. We have somebody else that is into more shredding or heavy, fancier electric guitar playing, like Van Halen, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Although we have, Stevie Ray had more of a blues influence, Van Halen had more of a rock influence. But so sometimes I'll ask the student what guitar players they like to listen to, and even more importantly, what guitar players they would like to be able to sound like. And if somebody's flavor is to play more like B.B. King, I might send them one way or another. And if they want to play more like Joe Satriani or Carlos Santana or Eric Clapton or Eddie Van Halen or Steve Vai or Yngwie Malmsteen, a blast from the past, who is still out there making some pretty stunning albums. But a lot of that has to do with then what teacher I'm going to steer them towards. So you really need to best advice I can give somebody when you're looking for a teacher is you really need to interview the teacher and find out what they teach or what they can teach, and see if it's compatible with what you want to learn. So you can't just call up a store and say, I want to take guitar lessons, and they'll set you up and say, okay, we'll be here Tuesday at 4 o'clock like a doctor's office might. It's really important that you do some research and find the right teacher for what you want to be able to do. And that's not always an easy thing. So don't be afraid to ask questions. I remember many years ago, a parent of a 12-year-old kid came to me and kind of gave me a very long interview about whether, now on one hand, it seemed like she was a bit trying to find out if I was qualified to teach her son. But after she left, I thought about that, and this was probably the first time that happened. I mean, I was quite a bit younger at the time. But I remember thinking, that's really neat. If I was going to take lessons again now, that's the first thing I would do is I would try out the teacher. I mean, I would interview the teacher and make sure that they can do what it is I need them to do. So when you're out there looking for a good guitar teacher, be sure to ask them a lot of questions first.